Guys, unlike some of the other teams, they don't have all the bells and whistles on that number 91. Buddy Lazier had no idea whether that run was good enough or not. When his car owner, Ron Hemmelgarn, radioed to him and said, "Great job," all Buddy kept screaming is, "Did we make it? Tell me, did we make it? Did we make it?" And Hemmelgarn was silent for a minute, and finally he says, "Yeah, we did."
Wow.
He dropped in the last one a little bit.
And yes, an average of 2:19.015 is what they're reporting right now. Our screens have not been updated.
219.017, the official mark now. He is 32nd on the grid. And on the bump now is Marty Roth at 218.965.
So now at this point, all everybody's doing, they're just coming in and saying, take the wing off.
We're going to play a little leapfrog here with 7 minutes and 20 seconds roughly remaining, as here comes Roger Yasukawa. This will be his second attempt. There's Buddy Lazier. What a great run by Lazier.
But we can be sure that Roger did not go out with the same amount of downforce he had on his last run. So again, he's stepping into a territory he hasn't been.
And the congratulations begin because they know they are secure. Here comes the green flag.
Not over.
So Roger Yasukawa is now on his run. Tracking into the green so far. And there's Marty Roth pacing in pit lane in the upper right of your screen. No, this doesn't look good as he heads for turn 3 on lap tracker.
You just keep now the same graph he had before. He drops underneath the line, then he starts picking up again.
Coming down to get the first lap here at Indianapolis. 218.983. That is barely enough to put him into the field. But again, he's in the same boat he was before. He can't afford a single mistake.
If he's going to make it, he's got to ramp up a little bit more between 2 and 3. And here he starts back down again.
The celebration continues with Buddy Lazier. Marty Roth strapping into his car while all this is going on trackside, and the clock continues to tick down. We're approaching 5 minutes, and now Yasukawa getting deeper into the red.
I think you can cancel him out.
Second lap coming up, 218.296. His 2-lap average would be 218.639. That's not enough.
Remember, the league will probably give him just this last lap here to make the third lap, and that might be his last if he does not find speed. They will not hold anybody else up in the qualifying line that wants to get out and make an attempt.
Again, starting to head south on the lap tracker as he gets into turns 3 and 4. That's Mario Dominguez getting ready to go back out.
Just under 5 minutes left.
Coming through for lap number 3 and 218.216. And that gives a 3-lap average of 218.498. That's not good enough.
Look how things change quickly. 20 minutes ago, he seemed to be the one with the fastest pace.
He had run a back-to-back laps at 219 and change, and now can't come close to it.
And
except
Buddy
for the
was
first
totally
lap.
out of it.
And Buddy was. He was. I mean, you and I were looking at each other saying, where are they going to find it?
I'm surprised they're letting him finish this run with other people in the qualifying line.
He comes down to take the checkered flag, but it is not going to be good enough. And Dominguez is being pushed in. So Yasukawa's 4-lap average 218.476. So his second attempt and probably his final, because we're down to 4 minutes remaining in qualifying. And all you have to do is be on the track when the gun goes off. So Dominguez with 3 minutes and 45 seconds and counting, hitting the tech line.
The tech line. They should have been through that by now. So how's Roth feeling right now, Scott?
Your mouth is dry, your heart's beating,
and you're not even moving.
Well, and the reality is Marty is not going to have a chance probably based on the amount of time left if he were to get bumped out. So basically, this could be the final bullet fired in the qualifying battle.
So let's talk about what Dominguez has done. They had a really good hour getting up to there.
Before we do that, let's get an update report from down pit lane. Brianne?
Marty, they have made changes to Dominguez's car. They added a little bit of front wing, took out some rear wing. But to give you an idea of just how precious time is right now, the crew was running with the car, with the crew members literally hanging off the back wing, trying to make the changes as the car rolled to tech.
We see some of the video from a little bit earlier where they were making the initial change. And again, we always talk about the nerves that you feel at this moment as they have fired the car. And he is out, so he will get one more shot to put it into the field and could potentially be our last qualifier, because we're coming up on 2 minutes, and it takes 2 minutes and 40 seconds roughly to run the 4 laps, let alone the 2 warm-up laps.
Now, if he's not going fast enough in the first couple of laps, the IRL does have their discretion, have the opportunity to call him in. And I think on the previous car, what they ended up doing, because Dominguez was not ready, they let him go ahead and finish his 4-lap run.
And we are now under 2 minutes. In fact, 1 minute and 45 seconds until the gun will go off. So this will be the final qualifying attempt. Does Mario Dominguez make it in? Now, Roth moves into the line, but I think this is not going to be a factor, because we're now down to about 1 minute and 25 seconds. Let's watch and see if Dominguez has the RPM and the speed.
Just over 30 degrees on the steering, so a number that seems to be where you want it to be. Can he hang on to it?
10-2 down the back straight.
220 heading into the corner. 218 coming out.
This might be quicker.
We have 1 minute remaining in qualifying. Here comes the green flag. This will be our final qualifier for the 92nd running of the Indianapolis 500. Watch the lap tracker as he goes into 1.
He's holding the car down. There's a lot of room there.
Into the green, down the back straightaway.
Just looks strong.
Marty Roth can only hold his breath. Again, as everyone has seen before, heading in towards 3 and 4, you're going into the wind and you lose a little bit.
It's looking good.
Let's hope the gun works today.
If you weren't with us yesterday, the gun did not fire, although we saw her pull the trigger 3 or 4 times. All right, here's lap number 1, 2:19.780. That is good. Oh, no! He spins it and hits the wall. And now almost gets airborne. And the gun has fired. Buddy Lazier chagrined, because every driver has been in that position where you push and push.
And you don't want to see that. And that was Margaret Roth looking and seeing what happened. She doesn't want to see that either to a driver, even though it means her husband gets to stay in the event.